I'm standing here on the top of a building in Asagaya, which is in central Tokyo. And next to me is Cathy Cat.
Cathy Cat, yes.
Who has been our host for the day.
Yes.
And we're actually in the house of Bao.
Yeah, Kawaii Poutine headquarters.
And today we have been shooting a lot of video with Adora also, but actually things have changed since she is now behind the camera.
There she is, she's filming! You should see that!
But I thought it would be really nice, because now we've talked a lot about Adora, but you're also a really nice, interesting person.
And pretty! And pretty!
Thank you!
So I'm going to ask you quite some questions about you, but could you first just give a short introduction about the Cathy Cat? What have we been doing here today, and also what kind of YouTube channel is it?
Okay, so Kawaii Poutine is a fashion channel that focuses mainly on Japanese fashion. We do cosplay tutorials, but we also do normal makeup tutorials, and it all moves around fashion and Japanese culture. And today we did a little fashion tutorial and makeup tutorial with Adora, and we had a little interview afterwards, including you.
So actually I heard that you're actually not from here, you're from Germany.
I'm from Germany, yes.
Jawohl!
Jawohl! Jawohl!
Deutschland, Deutschland.
We were there 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks we were going to the VGT, the
Oh,
Very Good
right.
Person.
Yeah, we like Germany.
So how did it come you and actually ended up here?
Oh dear, that's a long story. I started, let's wrap up all the things. In Germany I did a lot of cosplay and things like that, Japanese subculture things, and then when I went to the UK I started getting more into Japanese fashion. So instead of representing a character, be myself, just wearing really flashy, outrageous fashion in this kind of sense, very cutesy-putesy stuff that you wouldn't wear maybe as a normal German person. And I started making a YouTube channel about that on mainly Lolita fashion, but also other subculture fashion styles, and just pretty much my goal is to bring this kind of fashion to other people and hopefully encourage them to say, hey, I want to wear this, and don't just look at it online and go, that's nice. Have the courage. I want people to have the courage to go out and wear it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yes.
I mean, actually I came up with a question right now, like, has it been hard for you? You're living here right now. Do you have any recommendations for some who might be want to move here or are really interested in the Japanese culture?
That question will get such a long response. It bursts the frame. It really depends on what you want to do. But generally, obviously, you need to think of what kind of job do you want to do, how do you want to live, where do you want to live, and so on. And then depending on which country you're from, it's harder. So for example, if you are from an English native speaking country, then it will be a lot easier for you to get a job in teaching, which is one of the main jobs that people do here. I'm talking really fast right now. But if you're German or for example Swedish and your native language is not English, then no matter how good you speak English, it might be a little bit harder. So you might definitely make sure that you have a university degree to be able to compete.
But actually teaching is in English is
the
quite
main
common
thing that people start with when they come to Japan, yeah.
So it's get a degree in some kind of English teaching.
Not necessarily, but definitely need a degree. And if you have a degree in teaching English, then you have it easier, but it really depends on the situation as well.
Okay.
But generally in Japan, one of the great things that I wanted to come to is you can wear this kind of fashion on the streets. Like, I love going out just dressed like this, and no one's turning around and going like, oh, look what she wear. You know, all those voices, right? There are people like that. And it's actually the other way around. In Japan, people will only say positive things when you walk past them. So they will say, kawaii, or
cute.
they will say positive things.
Okay.
That is really nice as a feedback. I like that.
We like that.
So actually, I need to ask about your fashion. What is your inspiration to this kind of outfit?
Well, today I'm wearing a sweet Lolita fashion. Even though it's summer, it's getting quite hot because usually you need to wear more petticoats to make this even look like a rounder cupcake here. Lolita fashion has several points and rules. For example, the skirt is not allowed to be too short, so that's why Adora said she's not going to wear this fashion because the skirt is too long. You're not allowed to show any boobs, you're not allowed to show too much arm. There are certain rules in the fashion to keep it kind of in a modest Victorian kind of style fashion. But it is very sweet and very princess-like, and there are many girls who really enjoy this fashion and say, this is me. And I think it's also good for girls of different shapes and sizes. So even some people are very self-conscious about their body image, but this one actually, you know,
It
Covers
suits,
you.
different
You,
kinds
yes,
of body types.
it's not sexy, which is interesting because most fashion styles are kind of sexy, right? To you know, whoa.
I like it.
But this one is actually the opposite. So many guys actually don't like this kind of fashion, while girls say, "This is me. I love wearing this." So it's very interesting to have fashion style. I think it's in a certain way very much for girls, by girls for girls. Kind of fashion style. This is actually a brand called
That's
Angely
nice.
Pretty. And the dress is called Sugary Carnival.
Oh.
And it's one of the famous dresses. It's an old school dress. It's been
So, and the dress actually has a name.
Yes.
Yes?
Lolita dresses usually
And
have
it's
a name.
angelic pretty.
Yes, this one is called.
I've heard about that. Yeah.
Yes, that brand is called Angelic Pretty.
You have one in your wardrobe, perhaps.
I'd like to
No,
see that.
I don't, but I was actually in their store yesterday and
Oh,
dresses. So actually you said about like it's still nice to walk in the streets. So is it a big culture, or I mean, how common is it that you meet someone that looks like this in the streets?
Oh, on the streets you see loads of Lolitas walking around. You see loads of like creative fashion stuff, especially in Tokyo. I wouldn't know. On the countryside is not that much.
No.
I currently live on the countryside. I happen to be the only one dressed up, and people will look, but they won't say anything bad. Different. I'm not sure how it is in Sweden. Usually there's always a culture. So there's a Lolita fashion culture. In the UK, for example, people always meet up to then go somewhere. While here you can just dress up like this and go out, and you don't need to meet other people or have it on occasion to dress up for it. There are Lolitas for life.
Everyday tea parties.
Yeah, exactly. And some, not everyday pay parties, but then some people, even abroad, are brave enough to wear this every day. I try to wear whatever I like to wear every day. Well, luckily I have a job that supports that.
Yeah, that's good.
That's really important as well. But I know there are many people who can't dress like this all the time, so they all do that whenever they have free time.
Nice. So, if we talk about Lolita fashion, is it something special or something particular that is really popular right now?
Right now,
Yeah.
Lolita fashion.
I mean, some accessory or some specific makeup style or
To be honest, with Lolita fashion recently, it's moving away more from sweet towards classical Lolita. So actually, it's toning down a little bit and moves away from the sweet colors, away from the wigs, to a more natural classical style. I do like the sweet style, and that's why I'm still wearing it. But some people recently have merged towards the classical styles. A lot, I'd say that.
Okay, I think that was everything I wanted to ask you.
Yay.
But you also have an own YouTube channel.
On my own channel. Yeah, I have my own channel as well.
Do you want to promote it?
Yes, please.
Yes, you must.
Yay.
What's the name? What name is it?
It actually has a really long name. It's called Can You Do It Cat? Because it was for me to challenge myself to do something randomly strange every week if I can, and I'm still doing that. So every week on Mondays I post videos about this kind of fashion, and yeah, I have a lot of fun. I meet people. I usually try to get loads of people together and film events. Here in Japan they are happening, so be sure to check them out, and hopefully you get inspired. Hopefully you get inspired to wear the fashion that you want to wear.
We have many girls in Sweden that actually are in love with your style.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
girls.
so they
Keep
think
doing
I
it.
think they're going to be so happy now posting you, seeing your pretty face.
I'm looking forward to your messages.
So Can You Do It Cat?
Can You Do It Cat or Cathy Cat?
Cathy Cat.
And
Yes,
also,
you can.
Cathy Cat and the Bat Brand.
Yay!
Go subscribe to this channel, and also don't forget to push the subscribe button to this channel, which is Adora Bat Brand. And I guess you are subscribed already?
I am subscribed.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, nice to meet
Thank
you.
you so much. Woohoo! Great.
And don't forget to check out the video on
I
Kawaii
wanna be
Her
on
makeup
too.
video is on Kawaii Petit. Be sure to check it out.
Yay, huggies.
We had so much fun today.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I need to
Woohoo!
jump to be on the same height as you guys.
Yeah,
You're
we
also
can-
tall.